Welcome back everyone, I'm Ursa Ryan and this is our big Celt playthrough. We're playing on Europe, we're playing on 22 civs, of which like half of them seem to be in their right place. There's about half that have sort of slipped through, but never mind. I'm really enjoying this playthrough so far. Historic mode, yes it does extend the game ridiculously, but it means you really get to enjoy actually fighting in different eras. I really enjoy it personally, and so far we're doing so good. Considering we started in Edinburgh, unfortunately or fortunately we didn't have England to fight. London was sort of just a sort of place for us to go and invade, and it was all very nice, and it's sort of an uncontested British Isles has led to our start being fairly good. We've got 8 cities on the British Isles. We're backed up by Liberty. We've got our autocracy going in tradition, or aristocracy, sorry, I should say. But apart from that, the British Isles went really well. We managed to take the Incan capital. I told you, not everyone was in the right place. Of Cusco, settled in Paris, managed to take the other Incan cities here and here. Here we are, our war with the Incans goes on. But really, I was kind of thinking to myself, well, how are we doing generally? What is our plan? At the moment we're doing, fairly well. The good thing about a Liberty playthrough is that you always have very good demographic ranks in all of these, just because of the sheer mass of cities you have. That is not to be taken really sensibly at all. Soldiers is important. We've got more soldiers than average, and luckily the Incans have no soldiers, so we're doing well on that front. Approval, we're still happy. that rank means nothing. And literacy, we seem to somehow be in first place, but again, take that with a pinch of salt. We've explored a lot of the old, the early game text without really going too far into the tree, and there are still people without libraries and with writing generally, so I take that with a massive pinch of salt. I think that the average is being pulled down a lot. So, we're doing alright. We've kind of limited. We've got Edinburgh, Norwich and London as our 3 cities. Limited on 9 population. Local city happiness is very important, and we need to keep really good happiness so that we can maintain all of these cities and also go to war. Looks like definitely a domination style victory is how we're going to be playing this. Happiness is going to be really important, which is why a lot of our cities are being limited at size 6. Cusco kind of slipped through a little bit, but that is now being limited. That's absolutely fine. Apart from that, we seem to be doing alright. Yeah, no complaints. We've got a load of catapults that have just been built. I've been watching Civ playthroughs on YouTube generally. There's a few different people I love watching. The Yogscast have hilarious multiplayer games. If you want a bit more serious, is it BA Stark Gaming? He's really, I just like him. He's very good to watch. But he made a good point about cover being one of the best promotions you can get, and it's something I haven't really been doing. You can see, look, Pictish Warrior, I got Drill 1 and Drill 2. I'm thinking I should have gone cover, because if you can get 2 ranks of cover, you get 66% extra defense against ranged units, and it would mean, for instance, this Pictish Warrior would have essentially 17 or 18 strength against composites with only 11 strength. It means that you become, especially against cities, amazingly powerful. If you put it on a catapult, unless you get a cover 1 or 2 on a catapult, it means they're pretty much unkillable. It is really, really good, so I think I'm going to have to sort of push towards that. But in the meantime, we are going to be focusing on our Incan battle down here. We've got to keep an eye on Brussels, on Geneva, on Monaco, all of these city-states. As long as they're friendly towards us, that's great. But if we ever sort of push towards Germany, and I think Germany looks like our natural next move. And to sort of explain a little bit, I've been thinking about how do we progress. At the moment, Portugal seems to, again, no Spain. Portugal have had pretty much a free run of the Iberian lands down here. They seem to be doing very, very well indeed. But they are a really good friend, and I do not have many good friends in this game. Portugal, they go along with every war with me, and I think keeping a strong Portugal allied to me would be a really good thing. It means that they wouldn't push north, they will focus their attentions south on the African mainland, and I think that would be good. Again, Venice, you can see again, Venice are my same good friends. They've both gone to war with me, with the Incans. Venice as well, especially because of the fact that we've got Venice and Greece in this game. We've got to keep an eye on city-states, because Venice will chomp them away. There's no point really spending too much money on them until we neutralise Venice or Greece. But at the moment, Venice is a good ally of mine. They're a good trading partner. I think actually keeping these 2 civs on side and sort of forming a sort of natural sort of limit of our empire along here actually would be a fairly good thing to do, which means that Germany is our natural enemy. We have a good navy. I think if this settler is going sort of on the coast somewhere around like here, then I think our triremes and our newly fledged catapults will make short work of that. But I think Germany is the way to go. You can see here we are focusing towards going... I think education was where we were headed. Yeah, look, we're 4 techs away from education. And especially on historic mode, getting those universities up and running, especially with the big Liberty playthrough as well, will be very important for us. And I'm very keen on doing that. But Compass is somewhere I really want to go. If we can get Compass in, then those range strength 17 galleasses are fantastic. And I think if we get a decent naval force, this whole Scandinavian land here, I mean, you've got... the Genghis Khan, you've got Sweden, you've got Denmark, all of these places are sort of fairly accessible. I think that would be a good next sort of place to conquest once we've got that, but who knows what we'll see past German lands. Germany is a little bit awkward. Once we sort of go past this area, who knows what we'll find. But anyway, that's kind of the plan. The first thing to do is we've got to finish off the Incans, so here we go. Let's move in our Pictish warrior. Oh, actually, you can see Portugal are continuing to encircle Mashu, which is good. Let's get our composites involved. If we can get a few composites into the local area, that's all well and good. Our swordsman is very nicely healing up. He's took a little bit of damage taking this Incan city, but, I mean, it's always good to have a good, strong swordsman. This Pictish warrior can take out this scout. Oh, no, he can't. Not quite. Actually, our swordsman almost can as well. Never mind, we'll kind of just attack there. 59, wow. That's annoyingly close to being killed. Otherwise, we'll sort of move a few troops sort of south. What have we got? We've got 1 composite, 2 composites heading south. That's not going to be quite enough to take Mashu. Let's move 1 or 2 more down. Move this one and this one. Otherwise, I think we should start planning for a German assault. If we can get Brussels on side, and possibly look at getting either Geneva or Prague on side, we can use the city-states to attack Germany as well. If we can time it so that we've killed the Incans, so that Portugal and Venice are no longer fighting them, we can also get them on side and keep the alliance nice and strong. If Portugal take Mashu, we wouldn't mind so much. I mean, I kind of had Mashu as a good way of getting into the Mediterranean, but if we're focusing north for now, we could let Portugal take that, and I'd rather keep Portugal on side for now. So, I think that's fine. We've got a settler coming to here, and actually... I was looking and thinking, what can we rename our cities? I want to keep like a sort of fairly decent renaming policy. For now, what we're going to do is I'm going to annex this city. I want to get it on side as quickly as possible, and we are going to purchase a courthouse. There we go. And we are going to rename these cities. Paris, that is annoying me. Again, do you remember we're trying to name our cities to roughly where they are in real life? I know, with a pinch of salt. I appreciate things aren't exactly where they are in real life. Inverness is slightly out, Norwich is slightly out, but you're going to have to forgive me. We're doing as well as we can, but this isn't Paris. Paris is sort of more down here, and I think this would be a more appropriate Paris city. So what we're going to do is we're going to rename this one Lille, which I think is closer to the area. It's not exact. I think Lille is sort of a bit further south. It's not a coastal city, but for now, that makes me a bit happier. Let's sort of call it that. Okay, production, we've got a few different things. Plymouth, actually, if we build a stoneworks, that's 2 extra happiness. Means that Plymouth can grow a little bit more, so actually, we'll let that happen. That's fine. In fact, we've got markets coming in 2 turns. We don't want to undertake anything too complicated now, so let's just go to Watermill up in Edinburgh and Norwich. Again, the extra food will help work more production tiles, so that's all good. Catapult, rough terrain as well. If we start making a... I suspect Germany are going to settle in this area, so we need our catapults around in the area to be able to sort of fight them off. So for now, what we're going to do... Oh, hello. So we're going to move our troops, and we're going to sort of make them embark like this. Get them all ready to come over. Perfect. Like that. Right, this trireme we could do with a city coastal raider, just in case we have to do any more fighting. We've got a few triremes with coastal, which is good fun, but we've also got a few with naval combat. Actually, a lot of them, yeah, we've got a double naval boarding party there. This catapult as well, come and join in the fun, definitely. Can't get across the river, unfortunately, but never mind. Right, move to the east. Moving east. Oh, German random warrior there, never mind. Composite bowman, again, you move this way. Gonna need the settler to do its own thing. Trireme, you heal up, and you triremes are gonna send to the German main front. Again, the Great Lighthouse, very handy. It lets us move our triremes about a little better. In fact, the Great General, I'm gonna move up this way, just to get ready for a landing. I think that would do us nicely for now. Let's just double check and see economically. Do we have any spare resources? We've got lots of jade. Lots of jade, which means let's go and have a word with Portugal and with Venice and see if we can get rid of our jade. Trade for jade. Oh no, we've only got one of them. Alright, city-states are giving us to them. Never mind. Ah, the millions want to trade coffee for crabs. Again, that was a good deal. Keeping happy is a very important thing for a Liberty Empire, so I'm happy with that. You know what, considering Mashu is a walled city, and the fact that Portugal only have warriors and triremes around it, they're not going to be able to take this. So I think actually this is the best available situation for us, because we're going to be in a situation where we can quite easily just sort of let the Portuguese beat all of the Incan units, and after that just go and steal the city when it's a bit weakened. Pictish Warrior, again, cover. I tell you, it is one of the best promotions you can get, especially with sieging units, or units that you're going to use to siege. Composites, I think, are going to have to take priority coming forward, because we need to get those range attacks in. Pictish Warrior can steal a worker as well. Brilliant. Oh, it looks like Portugal have a little bit more army than we were giving it credit. Fair enough. But otherwise, we'll keep heading south. There you go. I mean, after that, these guys kind of gets to the point where there's just not enough space to get all of our troops in. 3 composite bowmen. I think, to be honest, I mean, if we take, like, this swordsman, for instance, you can see costly attack over a river. It still doesn't kill us. I'm comfortable with the units that we've got. Actually, no, we'll keep this composite coming down south. Otherwise, we'll send them over to the German main front, just for we're ready. We don't want the Germans to take us by surprise, so we'll send them this way. Groovy, in the nest, what are you going to be doing? Only 1 turn until the market's ready, so to be honest, I don't want you to do anything too complicated. So build a trireme for now, that's quite quick. Lille, I need you, a lighthouse, again there's no sea resources near you really, so I'll get you to build an amphitheatre. I like amphitheatres, we want to be able to get a lot of amphitheatres to keep our culture nice and high, but also because the Celtic Cayley house is after the amphitheatre, so all helps. Colosseum, happiness is key. Catapult, very good. Again, follow the sort of pilgrimage of all the other units, and we'll sort of send them over this way. Wow, I think all of these catapults are going to be very difficult to stop. What I'm going to do is this trireme is quite useful, but I'm just going to move this trireme in here. You can see, look, here comes the settler. I think they're going to settle right on this point here, which will be quite unfortunate for them, because I think that'll be a very easy city to take. Swordsman, you can't move any further forward. That's fine. Just keep coming forward. Brussels is going to be a huge help when we come to have a fight with Germany. I mean, look at all of these units. And spearmen as well, quite tough units. If we can get Geneva on side as well, that would be quite handy. To build up a little bit of gold and see if we can do that. Right, you wait there, trireme for now. You guys just sort of keep coming over this way. Like so. Catapult again, just across the river. Apparently that's a whole turn thing. People that like to smile the most. Ooh, interesting. So 56 happiness some people have got. Wow, that's crazy happiness. I mean, I'm nowhere near that. Oh, I'm not as bad as some people though. I mean, you can see this. Look, Venice, -4 happiness. How can a trading nation like Venice have that much unhappiness? Unbelievable. But actually, Portugal is similar to us, 18. Incan still 18 happy, even though they're being besieged. Never mind. Currency, brilliant. Normally I'd celebrate the fact that we could get the Petra, but that's not an option for us. Markets everywhere, though, on a wide empire will help massively. And our first great writer. Fantastic. Well, here we go. Let's pop him down. Get ourselves a great work of art. And perfect. Extra culture per turn. It's all good. Let's continue with the siege of Mashu, and as you can see, the Portuguese are slowly being repelled here. You can see more archers are coming in, but actually I prefer it if my troops came in. Sorry, Portugal. I'm going to slowly muscle in on this fight because, to be honest, I can fight better. I'll pull you in this way. This is our cover, Pictish warrior. He's very good at resisting the city attack there. He'll be fine, but we've now got 2 composites in range. That's good. We'll kind of head Down this way for you. Celtic worker, you know what? I need you to come and help out. So let's just get you out of the combat zone. Get you to walk this way for us. And then we'll get you an automate when you're done. As we say, Pakal has completed the Hagia Sophia. Were we going to get that? No, we weren't going to get that. But that is a technology that we don't have that one yet. So again, a little bit concerning. Liberty, we always do fall behind in tech. But as long as we don't fall too far behind, we should be alright. And one thing we've got to keep an eye on is that we don't move our troops too close to Germany too quickly. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Oh, I keep doing that with my settlers. Where was I going to build it? I was going to build it on this hill here, wasn't I? So we'll keep it there. And then composite, you move to that. Good, good, good. Catapults. Yeah, look, there's the settler. He's ready to plop down, isn't he? I can just tell. So, if he makes a city there, he's going to have tiles all around in this direction, which means we're going to have to land sort of here and come around the south. So we'll send our catapults south for now. And we'll land you there. And land you there. There we go. Keeping our troops nice and safe for now. So we can protect with this trireme. Very good. You wait there. There we go. Swordsman. What am I going to do with you? You can't really get any closer, so just wait there for now. Pictish warrior. You're kind of in ranged attacks. We'll fortify you for now. That'll be fine. Catapult. Yeah, come and join in. Why not? Okay, we've got 3 catapults over. If they settle the city on the coast, just on the plains, it's only going to have a defense of maybe 10. We're going to easily take that out. I think we're going to be laughing. Edinburgh. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get everywhere to build the markets before I forget. Watermill, market, yep. And then we'll go to the next one, London. Market, amphitheatre. Temples I could get, but they're quite demanding in gold cost. We don't need to rush our pagodas at this stage at the moment, so it's not really worth it. Walls, I haven't really bothered to build walls on the British Isles because no one really has a navy at the moment, so we haven't really been under threat. Market amphitheatre, but I might regret that a little bit later. There we go, and we've got all the cities after that point. Geneva. Geneva, do you like us? 15 turns away from actually liking us because of our faith. That's actually quite handy. So, what are we on? 11. What do I have to give them? I'd have to give them about 750 gold. I can get that. I can get that.